Alright, I'm gonna show you today all my little documents of tournaments, international tournaments. I don't normally do other things, but let's just get into it. I explain what I normally do. I'm gonna show you. You can listen and show. You can. So what I normally do, sometimes I do my own hosts, and what I do for like games and stuff like that. I do. So let's say you see this group A right here: Belgium, Argentina, Denmark, Croatia. So let's say so Argentina would be the host, as you see, Argentina/Uruguay. Uh, honestly, what I did. So let's say Argentina plays Belgium the first, Denmark the second, Croatia the third. Then they would do the same thing, but Belgium, Denmark, Croatia all over again. But they would be the home teams the first 3 games, and then the away the next 3. So that's how I like to make it work. So yeah, basically, so for my tournaments, I'm gonna let you look through here. For my tournaments, I usually only do international teams because I just like international teams personally. I feel like that's just how the way I roll and all that. So that's basically what I do. Is I only do like international teams and stuff, and international tournaments. I do Euros. I do Copa Americas. I do World Cups and all that. So it's basically how I roll. And yeah, I don't have anything against Premier League. And the reason why I play PES is because when I play FIFA, that's when I do Premier League and Serie A and stuff like that. Because FIFA doesn't have all those international teams, doesn't have the options to do tournaments and stuff like that. That's why I kind of like this a little more. It's because there's a little extra to it. I mean, FIFA. I mean, World. I mean, you can do tournaments, but it's just not as fun. Because this has teams that you can go above and beyond with it. It's not only the teams like that are just good around the world and all that. So yeah, I kind of feel like this is a little better, and I feel like whatever made, I think eFootball, whatever made Konami, I think whatever made this game, they did a really good job. I don't have anything against EA Sports and FIFA. I don't have anything against those leagues. I just like doing this. I think FIFA is better for Premier League and Serie A and Bundesliga and all that and La Liga, but that's what I play. So yeah, there's your quick look here at the round of 16 semifinals. I also have a little FIFA World Cup history with like hosts and like winners and second place. I don't have third place and fourth place because that's just too much thinking. That's just too much thinking. I only went first place and second place. Although, I mean, for me, it was weird because I started for my World Cup thing. I started the history of the World Cup. The World Cup for me started way back in like 1914, which is when it should have started, because soccer or football, if you want to call it, because that's kind of the real football, was invented back in 1863, I think. I don't know if I'm exact or not. That would be nice if I was exact. But either way, yeah. So that's basically how. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so that's basically what I do. And so for me, the hosts started back in, as you see, Netherlands won that tournament. Sorry for the spoiler. But as you see, I like to, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I did this weird thing where it was just, there was no real hosts in the World Cup until 1966. So there's not a lot of hosts. I wish I could have fit more in, but I mean, yeah. Quick spoiler for this World Cup right here that you're looking at, if you are watching this. France was not in this World Cup because in my little World Cup timeline, teams fall apart after winning the World Cup. So you might be wondering, is Netherlands gonna like go out in the group stage or something? Because it's like a little curse in real life. I mean, in 1998, France won their first World Cup, and then 1998, France won their first World Cup, and then they went out in the group stage 2002. Went to the Italy and France in the finals 2006, group stage exit 2010, Spain won it all, group stage exit for Spain 2014, Germany won it all. Guess what? Germany group stage exit 2018. I mean, it's just a disaster. I mean, it's all true. Uruguay winning their third World Cup. Yes, yeah, I have Copa Americas, UEFA Euros, I like to call it the Triple Nations Cup because I like to include Africa, Asia, and Oceania. If that's what it's called, Oceania. I call it Oceania. Shay. All right. 2014 World Cup. I actually went with the real host because I didn't know. I forgot to tell you, every 2 years, and so let's see, 5 years, so let's say I do it's every 2 years, so 5 tournaments that are every 2 years, so let's say 2010, that's one, 2012, 2014, 2016, 2018, and then after those 5 tournaments being every other year, then I go, and then it's a 4-year break, so I didn't make a tournament for this year, because the next one I'm making is going to be 2022 when it actually comes out, because 2020 is not the year for a World Cup. Can't wait till Qatar. I hope that's much better, because 2018 was just kind of messed up. I mean, a lot of teams who made I'm so sorry if you're from Yugoslavia or something, but Croatia, Argentina had so many really bad injuries. Aguero missed the game against Croatia. Messi did not play in the game against Croatia. Nicolas Otamendi did not play a game against Croatia. Croatia, they played against Nigeria and Iceland, 2 teams that I think they could easily win against, except Nigeria. If they were to be the first in Nigeria, if there was a team to win be the first team to win the first African team to win the World Cup, I think that's that's gonna be Nigeria. But yeah, so they were in a group that was kind of easy. I mean, they were in a group that was kind of easy. I kid you not, it was a kind of easy group for them. And they played Denmark, which they could have beat. They played Denmark, which was pretty easy. And then they also played Russia. Well, they could have beaten Russia. Russia shouldn't have gotten there. Russia only made it because they wanted penalties. All the goals that Russia scored, penalties in that game against Spain. Penalties. That's David De Gea's weakness. So, Russia did not deserve that spot. The only reason they made it there is because Egypt was terrible, and they played against Saudi Arabia, who's I don't even know if they've ever made a World Cup before. I don't even know if that was their debut or not. So, yeah, they lost to Uruguay, but whatever. They lost to Croatia. Croatia won in penalties, both those games. And Croatia, I think England screws up all the time, so that's not a surprise. They shouldn't have beaten England. England should have gotten to the final, but I don't know why. But Croatia had it pretty easy going. They were never gonna beat France. See, as soon as they faced a somewhat pretty good team, that was gonna happen. All right, now to the round of 16 quarterfinals, third place, and all that. So, yeah, for 2016 World Cup, South Africa hosted, and 2018 Russia hosted. Except I haven't made my tournaments for 2016 and 2018 yet. This was one that Czech Republic. I have a little history that Czech Republic has never won a World Cup, but they got second place and a lot of third places. Czech Republic went on a good run in this one. Oh, and look who the winner was. Nigeria. Yep, they won it all. Basically, that's how it worked. I wanted to see. Let's look at the upsets that they made. I don't remember who group, what group they were in. Yeah, they were in Group B. Honestly, I mean, Switzerland is kind of a team that's like here and there everywhere. It's like debatable for most of the time. And then Belgium, as I said, they were falling apart a little bit. And then they upset Brazil, but my thing in this is that Brazil gets upset like all the time. And then who else did they beat? They beat Germany, and Germany has some F-ups in the past, so I just put them there. And they beat Italy, and Italy's just one of the... And Italy, back-to-back second place. So, yeah. I think it's possible, so I made it happen. And, I mean, it's a lot of World Cups, and it was going to happen at one point. 21 World Cups in real life. Probably about, I don't know, a lot of World Cups in mine. But... Now, let's move on to our World Cup history. England won the first 2 World Cups. England and Mexico were like the good teams back when it's all started. England won 4. Most of the teams with the most World Cup wins are England. I have winners for 2016 and 2018 because I knew who was gonna win, but I did not have what's it called? I did not have groups and stuff like that, but I know who the hosts are going to be. England with 4, Italy with 4, Uruguay with 3, Netherlands with 3, Portugal with 3, Italy with 3, Mexico with 3, Belgium with 3, Chile with 2, Bosnia won in 1958, Norway won in 1938, Austria won in 1972. I forgot to add Argentina on like most of these lists, so Argentina won in 2004. Colombia was 2. Ghana, they were not the first team to win it. Ghana won it in 1996. Sorry about the text. Germany was 2. And look at these. Second place. 4 second place for Czech Republic. A lot of those. Croatia with 1, 1918. Uruguay with 2. Japan with 2. Brazil with 2. France with 2. Mexico with 3. Germany with 2. Italy, back-to-back runner-ups. And then Spain with 2, Netherlands with 1, Russia, I mean, forget what I said earlier. This is all custom. I mean, anything can happen. Anything. I mean, anything can happen. So I just sometimes I just disagree with logic. Sometimes I bring up the logic, but again, anything can happen. Costa Rica got a second place. Algeria was the first to make it to the finals. And then it didn't happen for another 46 years, blah, blah, blah. Italy with a lot of second places. I didn't not add, but here's the hosts. I put future hosts on there. Italy was the first ever to host, and then it was Spain, Russia, Brazil, France. France hosting in 2028, Mexico in 2024. 2022, Saudi Arabia / Qatar, because I don't think Qatar is a little too small to host their own World Cup, so they share with Saudi Arabia, a bordering country. Ethiopia 2026, I think Ethiopia would be the fourth ever team to host a World Cup. Fourth ever African team to host a World Cup. India 2030. But Mexico would get a second, and so would France. Yeah. So Sweden, Finland / Norway, Japan and Korea 1980. I mean, this is a lot. Colombia hosted one, China, Germany, Australia. Who hasn't been waiting for a World Cup in Australia? I feel like whenever the World Cup is in like a nice hot place, like it was amazing in South Africa. The best World Cup of all time was 2014, no cap, and that'll never change. I haven't watched much of the 2002 one. I mean, I liked the 2006 one. I just feel like it was like, I feel like the past 3 World Cups are the best 3 ones, because a lot of the older ones, they just don't have the quality to be good. Yeah, so they're the hosts basically. A lot of bigger countries. USA and Canada hosting together. Kenya was the first African team. England hosted one. A lot of teams. There's a lot of World Cups on here, so I'm gonna actually count. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm gonna count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yeah, 40 World Cups. And yeah, so 2018 would make the 40th anniversary of the world. Would make the 2014 was the 100th anniversary of the World Cup. Yep. 100 years. 2014. But obviously undergoing a lot of rule changes. 1966 was the biggest one of all. The first tournament with a host and 32 teams, and that was the first. That was the tournament that changed it to 6 games instead of 3. And that also put in what was I gonna say? That also added in golden goal. So it was that was 1966 was a really big change in all that. But this was just for World Cups. I'm going to stop the recording, and I will go through my Triple Nations Cup, Copa America, and all that another time. So I will make a part 2. Thank you for watching.